good afternoon, good day to you guys. This is the first episode, first installment of SNN Scales News Network. If you guys aren't familiar with what I've been posting on Instagram, this is going to be kind of the news channel for the swimbait world I'm hoping to do. So I got the podcast, got the magazine, and SNN will be a weekly thing where we cover all the cool events going on, bait drops, painters, cast to catches, reactions, all the good stuff. So really, this will be a weekly thing. It'll come out every Monday. It'll cover the drops that'll be happening this week, so you guys have an idea, so you can set those alarms. So with how crazy social media is between the algorithms and shadow banning and all that other stuff, I want SNN to be the one thing that you guys can wake up to on a Monday morning, watch, and you can figure out when all the drops are going to be on the week, who's dropping baits, events that may be going on, tournaments or whatnot, and see cool content that maybe you guys are missing out on, whether you don't follow somebody or you're just not seeing their posts. Really, we're going to be covering bait drops. I'll have builders message me, tell me when their bait drops will be going, and I will relay that to you guys. We'll cover events and stuff that have been going on in the community, and I just really want this to be a thing that, rather than scrolling through Instagram and missing out on stuff, you can just watch this and learn everything you need to for the upcoming week. SNN is obviously a part of Scales and Tails Media, and this is kind of the main media part, I think. I want to be able to show you guys, tell you guys about cool stuff going on, and I just want it to be a one-stop shop for everything. If you want to listen to the podcast while you're driving, there's that. If you want to read the magazine while you're waiting for your plane or bus or whatever else it may be, there's that. And if you want to know what's going on in the swimbait world, there's this. So we're going to try to cover everything we can, and I think it's going to be really cool to kind of broadcast it for you guys, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So those of you guys who are unfamiliar with me, my name is Adrian. I'm the gentleman behind Scales and Tails. I do everything that you guys see, and it's kind of my passion. I'm kind of a washed up fisherman. I haven't been able to fish as much as I'd like to the last 2 years, so I've kind of embodied Scales and Tails to be the fun that I can't necessarily have and go out and catch and fish. So it's just as fun for me to record this stuff, to talk to people on the podcast, to make the magazine. It's all fun. I enjoy it all the same, and I really enjoy it when you guys enjoy the content. So that's just a plus too. To cover this first one, we're going to talk about some drops that are happening this week for 4th of July week, and then also a bunch of builders who have baits on the sites that maybe you guys don't know about, because there's a lot of good builders with baits on their site that I haven't even been seeing their posts. I had Mr. Clayton Sly from Sly Guy Lures message me, and I'm like, man, I haven't even seen one of your posts in who knows how long. So, beginning with the drops, we have the Gracely baits happening July 2nd. He's having a huge mega drop. I'm pretty sure it's of shats. There might be a couple finesse gills, but I know it's a huge majority of shats. I think they're available in 2 colors. So you guys will have that the 2nd. KGB is also dropping trout, the trout glides that they've been working on. I don't know exactly when those are going to be, but it's probably going to be soon, so keep your eye out for that. I know Swimbait Universe just dropped their batch of baits, so Kevin and the guys at KGB probably won't be too far behind with those either. For builders that have a lot of baits on their site, you have Outside the Box Lure Co. has a bunch of glide baits on their site. Sly Guy has baits available on their site. Fish Everything has gill glides on their site. BC Baits has gill glide blanks on their site, and then Lake Pro Tackle will be getting in a bunch of throwback baits in a custom color. So Lake Pro Tackle is obviously a huge supporter and sponsor of the podcast and the whole media stuff, so make sure you guys go check them out. They've got a bunch of DRT stuff on the site, as well as a bunch of G-Crack stuff if you're more into the conventional side of fishing things. And obviously make sure you guys use code SCALES at checkout, and they'll save yourself some money too. Well as some other cool stuff happening in the community. Saturday was just wrapped up the Toxic tournament. I'm not too sure who won on that. I got to get a hold of Caesar, but I'm pretty sure like a 7-pounder won it for big bass. So that's pretty awesome out there on the Delta. I kind of want to start talking to some California guys, because that fishing out there is so cool, and I just kind of want to hear and get the Delta broken down, because I'm not too familiar with it. The Throwback tournament happened a couple weeks ago as well. That was pretty cool. I'll be having the winners from that tournament on the podcast, and I think they'll be writing an article for the next magazine issue, so that'll be pretty cool as well. Swimbait Reviews has been posting some videos as of lately as well. We had the KGB trout last Sunday, and this Sunday we had a couple Japanese crawlers. I know we had the troll pick crawler, which is a super subtle crawler that just barely moves, so make sure you guys check out Jason, Swimbait Reviews on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. He posts those on Swimbait Universe as well. And then for the Scales and Tails stuff that's going on, we have an episode dropping today, this morning, with Outside the Box Lure Co. Talking about him, talking about how he got into it, talking about his glide baiting journey, all that good stuff. And we also have magazines dropping next week, so we'll have zines dropping. This will be issue 2, volume 2, issue 2. So that's super cool. We have a limited amount, so once they're sold out, they're sold out. Sorry, but that's just kind of how it is, and we have them on hand, so when you guys buy them, they will be going out the next day, or I'll have a designated shipping day that they'll get sent out all at once, just to kind of keep it easy on myself and on the post office, I guess, too. So as far as everything goes, this first one is just kind of talking about baits and kind of telling you guys what it's all about. This, like I said, it's going to be a weekly thing that I hope builders take advantage of, and painters and everybody. I think it'll be super, super cool. I feel like it's gonna help the community kind of back these builders, and also gonna help get the word out on stuff that maybe social media doesn't necessarily push. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this is something that you're interested in. And before you go, I've showed it a couple times, but I'm in the process of moving back home, back to the promised land of fishing, and I found the first ever copy of the Scales and Tails zine I printed off. This is the first issue. This is what the cover was going to be. It was just going to be the old logo, if you guys are familiar with that. Printed it off at work, and yeah, it's all in black and white. It's very unfinished, very crude, but I feel like this is super cool. This is a piece of Scales and Tails history, and it's just something that I think I'm going to hang on the wall, because it's so cool. It kind of brings me back to the roots of making this and kind of what it was all about. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of SNN, Scales News Network. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I want to make the show, I want to make everything better for you guys, more enjoyable, more attainable, more entertaining, whatever it may be. So I hope you guys learned something. Make sure you guys go pick up a bait from some of these guys if your funds allow you, and if you want to. I mean, there's a lot of, I just listed off a bunch of really, really good baits on sites that are readily available for good prices, and I feel like hopefully I can help these guys sell baits, and I can help you guys get the hookup on some baits. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week, guys.